Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're listening to Chick Chatter.
You can find us
Hello.
on Instagram and
YouTube and YouTube.
Woo!
Go, Nelly.
This is after the
hello.
holiday scuffle, I
I
guess.
know. That's
We
what we
getting
need
it
to
Yeah.
talk
together.
about. How was your
Okay.
holiday?
It was good. Holiday itself I was in bed, comatose, tired,
On
So
Monday?
yesterday, not
could
the whole.
not get up. I don't think I left my room.
Whoa.
Exhausted.
So
You would
was
have.
your door open or was your door closed?
You know what?
It was both. It was both.
Sometimes open, sometimes.
Right. You would have thought I had a Las Vegas residency the way as tired as I was.
Oh Lord.
Exhausted. What about y'all?
It was
I had
Oh,
chill.
I had a wonderful weekend.
Mm.
Period. Pooh. The end. Go Nell.
Sounds like a off camera conversation.
Period.
it
Pooh.
Yes, it
does.
is. Yeah, that
Rwanda's so
does.
full of it, man. I'm sick of her.
Now had a
Um,
great one.
cookouts, yeah. But Monday I was in my pajamas all day,
Okay.
I mean,
all
I
day.
think we all
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, in
I
here
Hype.
don't think
trying
we,
to
I don't think we all were, Tawana.
I mean, well, after the fact, you know.
right. I mean, I was trying to part of the day I was trying to split my closet from winter to summer.
Is that not the worst thing ever?
It
Listen, hey, this don't the crazy part is trying to do that yesterday and it's cold outside today.
Right. Cause
But
you,
it's
you yeah. Cause
but
you
when
like, no,
you do
I'm gonna
that,
need this sweater cause you never know.
right,
I need this
exactly.
cardigan cause you just don't know.
Don't
when
put all
you
that stuff
do
up.
it though, do you throw stuff away? I mean, or give it away? Or you
So
just put all the stuff out and put it in your closet?
I
yesterday I
try.
did start purging because I was like, you know what, you got jeans in here that you ain't wore since you've been in this house.
Yeah.
You need to get rid of some of this stuff. So yeah, and then I've been buying stuff. I'm like, you need to be purging. Like your stuff is falling out this drawer.
It's hard for me to purge. I cling on to my stuff like a baby to a pacifier. It is hard. I got leather pants size 4. I know I'm not getting into those, but I'm not getting them away. I am not.
You can't get them to me,
I
girl.
can't
This
fit
stuff,
my arm in there. Do you hear
none
me?
of it, baby.
But
Your
So,
I
stuff
am
big
so
as
not giving
hell.
them away.
are you holding on in hopes that you would be able to get back into them?
Girl, I would have to get swine flu in order to get back in the pants.
Yes,
Cause there's
swine
just
flu.
no way. Cause even if I did lose weight, I would not want to go to a size 4. But
Yeah,
Right,
not that a size 4 is bad. I just wouldn't want to get that
that's
small
small.
right.
compared
Mm-hmm.
to where I am
I
now.
think
But
some of it is if it's good stuff, either you don't want to give it away. If you do, you want to give it to somebody you know that can wear it.
correct and appreciate it.
Right.
Mm,
That part.
Yeah.
not
So
me.
I think that's sometimes the hang up. Now I do have a big bag of clothes to go to the Goodwill.
Now you're supposed to get that stuff away, especially when you like to shop anyway. You're gonna replace it.
I mean,
I
but
have
I'm
two
not a shopper.
bags. I have two
Oh.
bags I need to give away. And I keep saying when the with the vets and the children or Boy Scouts,
Mhm.
something, I need
Mhm.
to go on and get them. I don't know what they do with it, but I think I need to call a local area.
I mean,
Uh,
they sell it too, but like
well, they
now
do.
I'll give it away. I'd rather take it to the Goodwill, get a receipt so we can have write off, or in my mind, I'm thinking somebody could buy it, somebody can wear it. Like we had Rachel prom dress.
Mm.
I don't even want to throw it in the trash.
Mm-mm.
It's been in the bag. Let's just take it to the Goodwill. Somebody can use
Right.
it.
Oh, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
He had it rolled up for the trash. I said, what's
Oh my god.
happening? Why would you do that?
He don't care.
You
No,
Like
should
I
have
got a
no.
saved
brand
that
new
for the
pair of
little
shoes.
give a dress for the prom though.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that
But
would
I
be
know we
nice.
passed that. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it
For
would have
some
been perfect
weddings.
during that season.
For
That's
Mm-hmm.
true
weddings
too.
and stuff.
Weddings, bridesmaid dress. Yeah.
Hmm.
I got
I'm
a
gonna just
brand new
I'm
pair of
gonna take it to the
shoes
Goodwill.
that I gotta get rid of that I literally wore for 45 minutes.
Why did they hurt?
Why you time it
Oh
though?
my
Cause
God,
she
they
did.
hurt. Huh?
She put them
Why
on
you
at
time
7, and she was done by 7:45.
right? Why
Mhm.
did
I
you
Did
timed it
they
time it?
hurt?
because I had them on. I got in the car and I went to work, and I walked into the building and switched shoes. So it was little. That's how I knew it was like 45 minutes because, from the time me getting in the car, getting to work, getting into the building, and sitting down, and I literally, if you didn't see me from that time, I had on a whole new pair of shoes because
it's harder for me to part with shoes. It's a little different with my shoes.
Why?
When I first moved here, I parted with about 25 pair of heels, and I took them to
that is a lot.
25, but I took them to a shelter for abused women. So like when they're trying to, because they leave
to get a job,
because when they go, they have to go with whatever they had. You know what? That's why I'll take my clothes too.
Yeah, you gotta think.
As I talk about
it, them.
Yeah, so to curve it, like we probably should start doing it. I'm not curve, but most of us will go to the thrift store because that's just a quick fix. Like just take it and do whatever you want to do. But yeah, you can donate to like women's shelters.
Yes,
I ain't even think about that. That's a good idea.
YWCA, YMCA.
Yes, that's a good
idea. So even for our listeners. One thing, so my cousin, I found out about one of those shelters because my cousin used to volunteer at one of those shelters. So, and we have one. I don't want to disclose where it is, but
please don't do that.
But look up those shelters, and so that you can go there. And I'm just letting you know, when you go there, you're gonna sign the non-disclosure form. Because they say if you see anyone that's in there, you can't disclose that.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, and that's what I liked about that particular place. Because I didn't know, but they made you sign something. So if they find out that person's whereabouts was disclosed because right after you, then you'll be under investigation.
Wow. I like that. That's good.
I like that.
Thank you.
That is good.
So go to a shelter.
I know.
Did y'all okay, listen, Miss Shirley. Y'all are y'all familiar with Miss Shirley?
Like why? Who is that? Her mama name?
Who is Miss Shirley?
Okay, I'm gonna share a video so you can see it. And then I want to talk about it. So this once you see her, you'll be like, oh, okay, I know the little, where the fans at, little girl.
Okay.
All right. So someone called CPS on the mom, I guess. So I wanted to share this video to just kind of show some videos of her, and if you think calling CPS was warranted. So hold on, I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna play the video. And y'all let me know what you think. Can y'all hear it? Oops.
Yeah, I can hear it, but I don't see it.
We can hear it. We can't see it.
You can't see it?
No, press share.
Okay, hold on. If we can't see it, then ain't no need. Hold on.
You see
ain't
share
no need.
at the bottom of your screen?
Did so
I didn't. I sure didn't. That's what I forgot, Dion. Hold on. Let's start.
Share.
All right, let's start over. Hold on.
There you go.
Okay.
Anytime. In fact, she has nearly 1 million followers. You might remember her from this spicy skit she did to the Johnny Gill song, My.
Oh, the red dress.
Heels.
All the girls love to be
some of that sweet perfume. Not the wig.
Well, skits like that made her famous. It's only natural that she graduate to this.
Now
people are talking and they're saying that dancing is too grown for a little 4-year-old to do. And they're blaming her mother, saying she's a millennial who never got her chance to shine. So now she's trying to live through her daughter, but she's making her daughter grow up too fast. The child, even with all that backlash, Miss Shirley says she don't care. I don't want to keep on mistaken, maybe. I'm going to keep on mistaken. What do you think about Miss Shirley's dancing? Is it too cute or too grown? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierica with the T. Follow for more. Everybody.
All right. So someone called CPS to say this is a bit too much. Do y'all feel like that was Warranted. She's on a lot of different videos. We only saw in this clip maybe 3. We might have missed one because I was trying to get the footage together.
Right.
But was it warranted to call CPS? What y'all think?
I didn't see anything. I mean, I've seen way worse.
Yeah.
On some videos.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
when I heard that, I was like, "What on who?" Like everybody feel like, "Oh, she too grown," but like seriously, y'all, like the girl ain't naked. Like she just doing. Kids try on clothes and heels, and just because it's on camera, like she not the little girl ain't naked. So because she dancing, y'all don't like the way she dancing. Y'all think it's too grown. I don't think a CPS call was warranted.
Yeah, that's
I think that's a bit much. I mean, like, what did she do? She ain't abusing the girl. Like, what? I don't get
that was a bit much, but I think they need to keep stuff off camera as well. They need to stop showing us all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. If she wants to put on her red dress and her lipstick and her high heels, keep that at home behind closed doors and let that be cute to the family. Once you put that out there, it exposes her to all of this.
That's the point right there.
That's my problem. Like you do all of that, and then some of her moves are very advanced for a 3 or 4 year old.
Right.
But that's a bit. CPS is a bit much.
CPS is.
That's a lot.
Like, cause I'm like, well, what my thing? I guess my issue with the CPS thing is what's the violation? Like when you call CPS, what are you saying?
That she was putting her child in danger.
Probably
that would be the reason. And in their mind, they'll think, oh, we have to think outside of us. Or people.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So the girl I don't think like that.
Yeah, you do have people that go online who like little kids.
Right.
So it might be cute to us that she where them fans at, but he over there jacking off. So but for him to call CPS, I don't think that was a case. I think all mothers with girls or your niece, then put on your lipstick, then in your heels. Yeah, you done took pictures on. You probably took a video.
Yep, got the wigs on, everything. They do it all. Yeah,
but then to a guy in your family, they saying why she got that on and why she got to do that, but it ain't on the internet.
Correct. That's the problem.
And I don't like that gyrating though.
I don't either. One of the moves was like too much.
Right.
It's too much. I think the moves can be toned down, but I don't think
CPS is the answer.
CPS needed to be called.
People just share way too much now.
They do.
They share way too much.
This is the generation of overshare.
And they some people feel like she's being exploited at this point.
And that's probably why CPS came. Because when they say that she has all those viewers are looking
almost
at
1 million. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you have all those people looking at her gyrating, her this and that. That can be interpreted, and is it child porn? Is it whatever? You just don't know.
That's so sad.
Right.
Well,
that's crazy.
All right. Did y'all watch the Chrisleys?
Yes, I love that.
Okay.
He getting out of jail.
Well, before you do that, let's come back.
Okay.
So that we can have a full segment of that. But thank you for listening for as long as you have been listening. You can find us on YouTube and Instagram. Press subscribe on both platforms. We would love to also hear what you have to say. So comment, like, share.
All the things.
Yes.
Welcome back. You're listening to Chick Chatter.
You can find us on Instagram and YouTube.
All right. So, before we took a break, we mentioned Todd and Julie Chrisley are getting out of jail. They are being pardoned.
Oh, really?
By President. Oh, did I say that? They're getting pardoned by Trump.
45.
47. 45, 47. So, how do y'all feel? I remember I never knew their political affiliation. I always liked them. They always seemed like a cool family. Like I could just hang out with them. And not too long ago, I saw Savannah's support of Trump. And I was like, Oh, I was hot.
Hurt your feelings.
Yeah, unfollow all of that. And then I thought about it. I was like, she could very well, her beliefs align with his.
Right.
But then there's also a chance that she did what she had to do to cozy
She's a smart girl.
to get her parents out of jail.
She's a smart girl.
So yeah,
says Republican. Not none.
that's what I'm thinking.
Says I'm a Republican.
Not at all.
At
So
all.
I'm wondering if
play nice.
She play nice. I support you. Do whatever it is that I need to do
to get my parents
to get Julie and Ty out of jail.
Right. Would you do that? I know I would.
I would.
If you had to do what you had to do.
If I had to get my parent.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
In a minute.
You think he gonna pardon Derek Chauvin?
I don't know.
Who was that?
The man who killed George Floyd.
Probably would.
But he does have he also Chauvin also has state charges. So he'll still be in jail. He can't pardon state, but he can pardon federal.
He gonna pardon Pete Diddy. If he got something on him. He might go to jail, but he ain't gonna be in there if he got something on him.
That's true.
Hopefully by the time Diddy get ready to go to jail, 45, 47 won't be in there.
No, his trial gonna be over this year. He going to jail this year. He either going to jail this year or he walking free. The feds ain't doing all that.
He going to jail.
Yeah, I can't even talk about him. That's gonna stress me out.
He going to jail. Oh, he going to jail. He going back to jail.
He going to jail.
Break from reading transcripts. Like I can't. He get nastier and nastier and nastier.
Every day.
Y'all watched. Where did y'all find the transcripts?
So people would be typing or whatever, saying social media what he said because they have those court reporters. They come out, and tell you what actually was being said. But after a while, it's just like he a freak.
Who is that sketch artist though, girl? That sketch artist is horrible.
No, it's the reason she did that. She said her sketches are showing the darker side of him. So as they're talking, that's why she has it's showing his dark side. So that's
she shouldn't be in there doing it, to be honest, because she's supposed to be fair and she's supposed to be fair.
Like why
what not the sketch artist
of what it actually looks like.
That's biased though. She's supposed to sketch what she sees.
Yeah.
And that's what she's saying. She sees the darker side of him.
No, they need to fire her. Nah, I ain't even on his side, but that's dumb.
Yeah, girl, he be looking like Ned the Wino from Good Times. Drew
Ned the Wino.
He's looking a mess.
You do look like Ned the Wino.
Baby.
He all gray.
Yes.
That's a mess.
I did it look horrible.
Yeah, that's a whole mess.
Yeah, it is. It is. He's
I like the fact that
long time.
I like the fact that Kimora Lee has taken on her his daughters and she helped them get ready for their prom.
That was their mama best friend.
Did she? Oh yeah, that was Kim's
I didn't know that was their mom's best friend.
Oh, okay. So that makes
sense. Good that she did that though.
Yeah. So.
I wonder how they feel if they'll ever do an interview in 10 years.
If it come out that their mama was involved with some stuff.
I need them to go to counseling right now.
Right now.
They're not already in it. I need them to get in it ASAP. Because since he been in jail, it's been a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. Next.
So since everything started unfolding, it's been a lot.
Exposed. Okay. Here's a question. How far do you go when your friend asks you for relationship advice? Relationship being a marriage, a boyfriend, or a girlfriend. How far do you go when they ask you for advice? Now, is that on? Hold on. Is that? No, that's it. That's the question. I'm gonna leave it at that. How far do you go when they ask you for advice? Do you get brutally honest?
Yes.
Do you tiptoe around it?
When we were young, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because we could fight then. He did what? You know what I'm saying? You can help them get a new boo. On that type. But now,
But now I want to know both. What really happened. What do you feel happened? Can you, I don't.
But what if it's not on somebody did something wrong? What if it's just,
He a
you
great
Should
know,
I
person.
leave him or not because we're not in the same place or
yeah, not
something
not
like
That's
even
what
that?
I
on
want to
that.
know the whole thing because
Yeah,
something
but
had
I'm
to get
saying
to that
not even on
space.
that tip. On like, okay, well, we be having this dispute about finances. Like, what you
Okay.
think? Or how should I, not necessarily is about to go left and we about to break up, I'm gonna leave him or he gonna leave me, that type of stuff. Just what if somebody came to you for just regular, sound advice about handling a issue in their relationship.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
would
be
want to know both
honest.
sides. I think I would want to know. For me, I want to know both sides and what because in order for me to get good advice, I don't want to seem like I'm on either side. I want to be that neutral space.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, what do you feel? Why do you feel that way? What does he feel? And what does he, not may not hear from him, but of course, you know, she could say, hey, but this is how he feels. Da, 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 da.
Right.
Okay, well,
Right.
why do you feel? Well, how do you feel and why do you feel that way?
Right.
And then try to see if it can be some common ground to,
Yeah. Yeah. It could be something simple like, I want to go out. And he don't never want to go nowhere. I'm getting mad. It's getting on my nerves. I'm about to start going out with some of my friends and just leave them at home. Or I ain't gonna ask them no more. Or,
right.
something simple. But I would say the same thing. Like, I would just be honest. Like, okay,
Yeah, you
well,
got to be honest.
Yeah, I'll be brutally honest. I can tell you one what I'm tired of giving is the same advice for the same issues.
Yes,
Either
yes.
you're gonna do something about it or you're gonna
don't
shut
talk to
up.
me no more.
It's
Now
one
I
or
will
the
say
other.
that.
Cause
Now I do
you're
that.
not wasting my
Yeah.
time, and I done gave you these same answers 3 years in a row, and here we are again.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Write it down next time, cause
Agree.
I ain't doing it.
Clearly, you get not hearing it.
Uh
Yes.
oh, what say you, Tawana? I see your hand raised.
What I'm saying. I feel like people are going to do what they want to do anyway. I wouldn't care
Oh,
what kind of,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, what kind of advice you give them. Speaking for me, like I've always been like if you ain't really been through it, I don't think you can kind of give me advice. You remember I used to say that there, like you ain't that don't add up with what I'm going over here. But I listen to you. But fast forward, it's like I think you have different friends. They're different people. So one
Mm-hmm.
friend really might want you to give them advice. So that's what you do. Then you got that one friend, they just want you to listen and you give them a little, uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? Then you got that friend that wants you to go off and you already know ain't nothing gonna happen. They just feel better. So I just think it depends on who the friend is. But a lot of times it's like, I think we all have to be respectful. So this is my thing. If I come to Nail or you and say, this is the problem I'm having, and I ask you for advice and you give it to me, you as the friend have to know I gave it to her. If she accepts it, she do. If she doesn't, she doesn't. You know why? Because it always puts you in a great spot. For if I don't take your advice and then I come back and be like, I can't never say, well, why you ain't tell me? I told you.
I told
Right.
you. Yeah.
Just kind of didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? So I think it just depends on the person.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
that's me.
think.
Don't keep talking to me. We've already talked about this. We're not
Yeah.
gonna keep doing that. We're not doing that no more. We still
Yeah,
talking about that.
that.
Nope. I'm
Right.
not. I'm done. I'd be like, y'all can talk to her about it, but I'm not doing it no more.
But then you always
But
know
one thing about it is that when I have come to like Nail and Tawana, I like the fact that you all give it to me real. What do you ask a question? I give you an answer, and then it's like, well, what is the deal? It's like it's not. It's in love. You get what I'm saying? It's just straight up. I can deal with that. It's
Yeah,
no
I can. Oh, I'm
sugarcoating
sorry.
it.
Go ahead.
I'm saying it's no sugarcoating it because you do have some people that consider their friends never going against what they feel, what they want to do. No,
that's
I
their
don't think
yes
that's.
friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I don't got
No,
one of them.
we
I wonder
all
how
need the
that feel
ones.
though. Y'all ever had a yes friend? I wish I had one of them. I want to see how it feel.
No, I don't know what that's like because
Have I had a yes friend?
I've always had the ones that'd be like Dion,
Yeah,
get a
no.
grip, Dion, really,
Absolutely.
Listen, I just
really.
called Dion. Just called her yesterday.
Now you finna
Was it
tear her big.
yesterday? Was it yesterday? No, it
Yesterday,
ain't. It wasn't real business. It was just
Mm.
us trying to coordinate this. What we doing?
Sister, see what you did? You don't confuse everybody. But you know, it wasn't you. That's what you said. See what you did? You don't confuse everybody because you did not respond.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I said, no, that ain't what when she answered the phone, I said, you the problem.
Yeah, she said, you the problem. You the problem. I said, huh? You the problem. You didn't answer. So now you confusing everybody.
Even though we talking about, you know, relationship, like marriage type relationship, like these are relationships too.
Yes, they are.
So it's any type of relationship, like, yeah, you have to be honest.
Yeah.
And do you think, and I don't like, it's not like everything I've ever done that I liked what everybody, what each one of you have said, but I have to accept it and to do an assessment with myself and say, okay, what did you really do? You know, what can you do better? And take that into consideration. And I think that has had to come.
Exactly what you wanted to do. And then you thought about what your friend said. That's your personality. That matters too. But then, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and then in the back of your mind, you be like, "But Nell said it's already."
I've heard voices. Like I have heard a Tawana voice, and I have heard a Nell voice before.
I already did it.
You know, I have heard that.
But you still did what you wanted to do.
That's the point making. People gonna do what they want to do.
But you still have to do an assessment
Kalita
of
was
yourself.
gonna say something. Though.
We sorry, Kalita.
I don't think I was.
It was so big out of you had a yes friend.
Oh, I don't know. Who knows? I don't think so.
I ain't never had one either.
It's just gonna let you just.
But I love my friends who are just gonna tell me like Dion. I love my friends who are not gonna sugarcoat it for me. I need to know the real truth. Good, bad, or indifferent, ugly or pretty. Just tell me what it is.
And then what you gonna do?
If you're gonna lie to me, what's the point? We might as well not have a conversation.
And then what you gonna do, Kalita?
You want to do anyway?
What I want.
Probably what I want to do. But I heard them. And I know why I shouldn't do it. At least I had a consideration of why I shouldn't do it.
Right.
Or why I should. But yeah, to give it to me.
I like some good sound advice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go to Jesus.
You should go to Jesus.
To let you know you tripping.
Oh yeah. Because you know, one thing about I think with you guys, you don't sugarcoat it. It is no child, you know, you could have did this, and you know, not look. It'd be like, look, you know, you were wrong. You know, what were you thinking? Were you thinking?
Like, girl, back.
I've been thinking.
Like
girl, back. I don't want to get that. They'll be like, I don't want to hear that. You come up with excuses if you want to. You better be ready, because all y'all gonna be like, whatever. Who you trying to convince?
But the thing with friendships is, if you can give it, you got to be willing to receive it.
Everybody gonna get their time on the carpet.
You got to be like, yeah.
Everybody gonna get called on the carpet.
Yes, that's so true.
But I think with maturity, it's the accepting of it and knowing that it's not from an envious place. It's not from hating. You know how people always say hating. It is truly from love, because they want to always see you do better. They don't want to see you, you know, why should you take less? Why should you, you know, why should you settle for doing just anything, you know? But if you do that opposite of what I tell you, just know that there are consequences, and you don't have to do it again. You can do it at one time and boom, go on about your business. Whatever.
But they have that saying that you don't know who your friends are when everything is good anyway.
That's true.
That's so very true.
When the shit hit the fan, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You see who
you find them in trouble.
Yes.
And we gonna work it out with you and all that. But when you just happy go lucky, they ain't your friends.
Right. Because when I was in a dark place and I had to talk to, and I talked to Tawana. And when I really talked to her, and then she just listened, and then it was like, okay, all right, I'm here. I hear it. Now, Dion, why you know, just went on, and I was like, well. She said, well, okay, then why are you feeling like that?
You gotta know who you're talking to.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, but now that you put it, you know, it's like.
She's making you think. She's having you work through your issues.
Right. It's like, but I was feeling this way, and I was and she was like, I hear you. Okay. Well, why are you feeling like that then? But
Right.
why? Did you think about it? And just kept on and on. And I was like, oh, okay. Then by that point, I was like, so
Oh, you welcome, girl.
You done had a whole therapy session. Look at there.
My kids
Hey,
taught me that,
listen.
girl. My kids taught me that. The ones ain't
but no,
had.
I'm saying
So
it was
y'all stress me
a
out.
quick therapy session. It was a more like, Dion, we need to talk. And this is what I'm talking. This is how I feel. This is da da da. And then I responded in how I felt, and my point of view on that, and why I didn't like certain things weren't intended or whatever, and I was where I was in life and why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And then she was like, "Okay, I hear it. Okay, all right."
Listen,
And
because
then
everybody
it went
process
from
different.
I hear it,
Yeah.
I hear it, and then it was, but Dion, you got this going on. Are you missing out on this? And I was like, no. Okay, well, why are you feeling like this, and this? And I'm like, okay. All right, then. Get it together. And we went on. It was like,
But that's your personality, though, Dion. I couldn't
Mhm.
come at you. We would have been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't need to do that with you. You gotta let her calm down.
Right. Let her get it out. Calm down.
Hold on, girl. You just sit and all right. See what I
and
just
then
said?
once I
When
did
when
it, she was,
Yeah, all right.
when I let somebody talk themselves through something after they finish, I'll be like,
Good job.
ain't
Don't stop.
ain't even gonna charge you.
Don't stop.
and that was pretty much how it was. It was,
Free of
I be like,
charge.
Donna
that
started
was a
it, and
free
then
one.
I
I ain't
kept
gonna
on going.
charge you.
Sometimes you just really have to listen to people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
Like you
people
said
be taking
earlier.
their stuff out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes
And
people
that's true.
don't need a fix. They just need to get it out.
That's
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
true.
And I think that's what it, and I think that's what I
That's therapy.
needed. Yep, that's what I
therapy.
needed.
Yep.
It. Right. Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
Like I
therapy.
had talked to you about it, Nail, but it's the way to want to have the conversation. And it was
Right.
like,
They think I'm the
oh,
nasty one. It's Nail. She was nasty.
Oh
No
my God.
compassion.
Oh my
Listen.
I
God.
was like, figure it out. Goodbye. I'm finna go to sleep.
I don't do well with other people's feelings.
Nail, at least you know that about yourself.
Yeah, I do. I don't do. I don't. I can listen, and then I'm
and
gonna
you,
be like,
and that's
yeah,
exactly, it's like, okay.
That's a question though. Why not?
I don't know what to do with your emotions. I can't handle my own. I don't know what to do with your stuff. I mean,
So
I can
what's your
listen.
response, Neil? Like, are you like, I'm gonna pray for you and good night?
It depends on what it is.
Okay.
Like, okay, well, I mean, you need to
So
shake it
why you?
off. Like you
She
can't
said,
stay in
shake
that
it
space.
off. She said, shake it off.
Never calling me.
I
That's
mean, she
hilarious.
ain't lying. She has been very consistent.
And that's
Since I
true.
know
Ever
her.
since college, that's
So,
how I think,
I don't know.
I have dealt with Nail.
It comes from something though. It comes from
Yeah.
something.
That's a coping mechanism for me.
Oh.
Okay,
That
so
Do
makes
you
sense.
feel like you don't want to
can we
take
come
on
back to
people's
that?
stuff? Okay,
Right.
we'll
Come
come
back
back.
to that. I want to come back to that.
Mhm.
So let's take a break right now. Find us on YouTube and Instagram. Subscribe to both platforms, and we will be right back.
Chick chatter.
It's ironic you said that.
Girls.
Welcome back. You're listening to Chick Chatter.
Find us on Instagram and check us out on YouTube.
All right, back to your emotionless bottom self.
Not emotionless. It's not emotionless.
Well, I was listening to the TikTok lady called Kitty Rose. I think she's a consultant, not a consultant, a therapist. And she was talking about there's a segment, not a segment, yeah, a TikTok segment. She was had a person that she was going through therapy, and she was saying that the woman always would pretty much turn her face up, like you. She was fine until you started saying something or doing something that she wasn't comfortable with, and instead of her saying it, she always used the face expression of disappointment, like, really. And so when they talked about it as going through the therapy session, she was saying how that was the ladies said that when she was growing up, her mother would always discuss how she was disappointed in certain things. So that was her way of coping, was disappointment, having a disappointed face. Instead of expressing her feelings about something, she would have that disappointed look, and so that she wouldn't have to live in the feeling. So what Kitty Rose was saying is, learn how to, when you have something going on, be in the moment, express, like, how do you really feel when that happens? And so as she was talking to the girl, I mean, not the girl, the lady, she was like, okay, you're turning your face up. So how are you feeling at this moment? She said, are you disappointed? And she said, no, I'm disappointed that I felt that way. She said, no. Don't be disappointed in how you feel.
Right.
Address why you feel that way. And so she said, as she was doing that, the lady was like, oh, wow. You know, that was a relief, because she had been holding on to a whole lot of things because she wasn't addressing the feeling. She was just like, I'm not supposed to express emotion. So she just showed disappointment.
Well, back to Nail. I hope she figured
No,
that
I'm
out.
saying, so I said that because I wonder if Nail is doing the same thing.
She is emotionless.
That
she ain't faking it. She been like that since I known her. So I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I thought she was about to say that. Like, what? You don't, what Kalita said? You don't like people emotions, what? You don't like to take on people's stuff?
Is it that you don't like to take them on? Like,
so that's a way of doing.
I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with your emotions. Is that an empath? Like, because what's an empath? An empath is a person that take on other people's emotions. So the way you feel is how I feel.
So if I call you crying about something, do you feel like you will then start to cry?
I'm gonna be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
So you would cry?
I don't see you crying if I'm crying.
I mean, but that's what I would do. Now I've gotten to the point now where I won't do, like, I don't even want to watch. I will change the channel on the Apollo because I don't want to see nobody get booed because my feelings is hurt. Like, I don't want to see the same man come out there because I'm like, oh my God, it's crushing. So I don't want to go through it.
Okay,
so I don't want to feel that way.
I'm not trying to make you sad, but I'm putting this disclaimer out, and if you don't want to talk about it, then we can move on to something funny, right? But being that you said that, right, and Dion can probably attest to this too. We got our mama still living up there. So when your mother passed away, I mean, I was there. I know what I saw, you know, and I was just like, that's weird, but that's Nail. Got it. Tell your man, like, it happened, and if I think about it, I don't know, like, you was so, I think I was crying more than you. You was
at the funeral?
At that house, at Granny house.
Now, at Granny house, the day of, I was boo-hoo crying. When y'all came, I didn't cry until y'all got there.
Right. But I thought you cried because, you know, I was just sad for you. And it
was a safe place. I was just holding my emotion at that time. So once Mama Linda came through that door, I'm like, oh, well, this ain't no better place for you to cry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because literally, and this is how you called me back within an hour. He's like, she gone. And I was on the phone like, you know what I'm saying? Because I would expect like, screaming at the time, she finna pass out. And I went over there and I was like, you strong?
No, some of that came from the fact that she was sick for so long.
Oh,
okay.
That can be that I can relate to that.
So at that point,
so no pain no more.
That makes sense.
So at that point, I had peace about it. That makes sense. I had 29 years. I'm gonna have to be grateful. I'm gonna have sad moments, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I was like,
I can see that.
If I'm as prepared as I can be at this point. You can't prepare yourself really.
You can't.
But I'm like, I'm as prepared as I can be because she's suffering.
That makes sense for that though. Okay, but you just don't care about her. If you live in, then you don't care about our feelings. What? That makes sense for her mama. Maybe Jen, rest in peace.
Oh Lord.
But if you live in and you're gonna be alive tomorrow, you ain't got time for crying.
She ain't got time for it. It's like, y'all, you keep that crazy over there. You keep all that over there.
Is that why you don't answer the phone? Because you scared somebody gonna have something like, oh God, I don't feel like dealing with these people.
Do it.
I don't feel like dealing with these people.
I'm gonna call you that. I can't.
You a mess.
We need to talk about something.
Yeah, do we have any chick choices?
Yes, I got some chick choices. Hold on, girl.
Y'all think you about to kill yourself. I ain't calling.
Buckle up.
I'm gonna be dead.
Buckle up. All right. Things men say to women without realizing it's offensive.
Oh, I got one. People in general, when they say somebody, she's pretty to be a dark skinned girl.
I can't stand that.
I hate it. You just be like, why the girl just can't be
ignorant?
Yeah, it's the same thing as saying she pretty for a big girl.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's another one. Yeah. Just be like, that's so corny, but okay. Yeah.
So, anything else, you all? Things men say to women without realizing it's offensive.
You getting big.
First of all, listen. You can't come around my family because they be saying that all the time. I be like, y'all disrespectful.
My boy cousins take you out. Got some tough skin.
When my aunt started gaining weight, my granddaddy said, baby, I think you might want to stay away from that table.
Ooh. Go on, push back from that table, girl.
Oh my God. People so rude.
What you gonna tell your daddy at that point?
Nothing. Not a thing.
Feelings hurt.
Not a thing. I can't think of nothing off the top of my head. I think those two are horrible.
Right, because
you're ignorant, stupid. I can't think of none. Watch, when we on the third one, I'll probably have my answer.
Right.
Like, what about they talk about somebody cooking? Like, yeah, this is good, but it's not as good as my whatever mother or grandmother.
You know what? I want to say this.
Get offended by that.
Some people may get offended. No, I'm just saying. Some people may get offended. If you his wife
and he keep talking about his mama cooking, then yeah, I'm gonna get pissed. Go tell your mom to cook it then. You can keep telling me that for year after year after year. But just somebody saying they love their mama cooking. Their mom probably can't cook, but that's all they been eating. People like your mom can't cook.
I'm trying to think. What has Ken said to me? Now, Ken and I joke each other all the time. And I took my braids out one time. He told me I look like Cornel West. Y'all ever seen Cornel West?
Yes. Your phone was that big.
Terrible.
At the time, yeah. Well, not as big as his. Maybe here.
Listen.
Right here.
Because when we come up here, you don't know who Kalita gonna be when she show up.
You don't. Okay. Another one I have is, I am a color, but you can eat me. What am I?
What we doing, man?
Orange.
Ah, you so smart. Go
orange.
See, there they go. Their mind is in the gutter. See how
that's where you go.
But I said this will be good because it'll make you really think.
Go Kalita.
At first I said grape, but I said that grape ain't no color.
Let's see.
That's the only answer is orange.
That's what I'm thinking. Red, yellow.
I was going down the color wheel. I was
pink,
like red, yellow,
green, purple, orange,
but
blue.
You can eat me. What am I?
Yeah, it has to be orange. That's the only thing I can think of.
Peach.
Yes. Okay.
Peach. But orange is the
gotta be right. Orange is the obvious one.
Yeah.
Peach. But peach is a good one.
Yeah.
I am
strawberry ain't no color, is it? Now I'm looking at my fingernail polish. Is strawberry color?
No.
It is.
I am a color, but you can eat me. What am I?
Okay.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
There's only two.
Cotton candy, that's a color, ain't it?
You know what?
It is a color.
It really is.
Fingernail polish. Yeah, it's a fingernail polish color.
They got new
Get
colors.
Out that polish bottle.
You have to get out the polish bottle.
No, it was just a thought. That's a good one.
That was good.
Okay. One has to go. Barbecue ribs, baked beans, mac and cheese, and candy yams. Since we're in the cookout time.
Cookout season.
Yeah, you can take away them beans for me. You can take away them baked beans.
Yeah.
I could do without those.
They can take them.
If it ain't Aunt Joyce beans, then I don't want them.
I said the candy yams.
What?
Real.
You said collard greens too?
She
No,
said,
I said
Damn.
the candied yams.
You said candy yams, baked beans,
No,
ribs,
it's
and mac and
barbecue
cheese.
ribs,
Mac and cheese.
baked beans, mac and cheese, and candied yams.
Okay, yeah,
Them
I'm gonna
Because
let
if I'm
them
at a
beans go.
cookout or whatever, I don't necessarily want a candy yam.
Yeah, them beans.
So that's the only reason why I said candy yams.
Yeah,
you
them
don't want to
yams
be
is
Putin
Thanksgiving.
either. Like
Oh,
you
yeah,
drink
Yeah,
it.
because them beans gonna sing you.
Hey,
Yeah, that
where them
is.
fans at?
You gonna need more than fans, honey. Them beans is gonna send
No,
you.
ma'am. Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness. Okay. The last one is there are two doors. One is red, one is blue.
These colors.
You ready too?
Your
Right.
blue door, go back in time and fix all your mistakes.
Your what door?
The blue door.
The blue door, go back in time and fix all your mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
The red door, you get $10 million cash.
What?
Which one would you choose?
I'll take the 10 million because I didn't learn to live with my mistakes. So give me the money.
I love it.
Give me the money.
What you said?
I have to live
What?
with the end of my ways. Give me the money.
Like life could be different. You can
It
make
could. It could be so
decisions.
different. It really could. I could be a millionaire if you think about it, right?
The
Right.
algorithm gonna be off then.
I could be a
Mm-mm.
millionaire. If
The
I go back
reality
in
is
time.
we could change one thing about our life, which could change the whole.
The whole
Dynamic.
Yeah, like I ain't willing to risk
trajectory of
that.
your life
I
based
am.
on what you know today.
Based
Yeah.
on what I
Oh,
know
yeah.
today, me not getting married wouldn't change anything.
Oh, that would be your thing. But you said all your mistakes in the blue.
No, I'm just saying, if there's one thing
that
that I
would be
could
one of
change,
them. Like you wouldn't do that,
I wouldn't do it.
right?
It didn't add to nothing.
So you
Mm.
think right now? We don't know.
You
It
learned
did.
a lesson.
It did add something that you can't put your hands on me. That's what you learned.
Right. But
Right.
that's
You
saying
learned
it's
something.
I learned, but I had already knew that didn't want nobody putting their hands on me. So it was just
Like we
I
said,
think-
you never know what you would do to you in that situation.
Right.
right.
We can say we think you could be 10 times. I know I wouldn't. I know I done said that 1,000 times, but you in it. You would hope that you say that, but
Yeah. I think,
But I think that's the
I'm
one
gonna have
thing.
to ride with Kalita. I think I'm just gonna take the money. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna take my
I done learned them lessons, and we don't need to go back and try to relive and do nothing.
Exactly.
Like, we just gonna go forward.
Run me my money.
They can make college for 8 years though. Undergrad. I would do that. I would have stayed at Virginia State for 8. I would.
This lady is crazy.
She would have stayed at Virginia State forever.
For 8 years.
What if you had to go to college till you was like 29, 28?
Woo!
One mistake that I did that I do regret though.
I mean, because that's something you could do over. I would probably be more focused in college.
I would definitely be more focused in college.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Boy, it is.
Well, I won't smoking.
Well, not
Yeah,
yet.
neither would I.
Like,
look, Kalita, not perfect Patty.
I mean,
That's your nickname, PP.
Listen, I'm
Perfect
Bill
Patty.
Clinton. I ain't in hell because listen, I didn't get it. I tried. It didn't work.
You were a great friend though.
I've never tried.
I was trying to understand what it was. I did it, and I was like, "What am I supposed to feel like? Like, what is it? I don't."
I probably should try now.
I've never tried. I've never had that. I've had the gummies. You know the gummies when we went on the girls' trip. I had that.
Would love it.
But
I remember you
I've
with the
never
gummies.
smoked marijuana.
Now, it was different back in the day. Now, it didn't smell like skunk like it do today.
No.
Yeah, they
We want
got.
the marijuana off the tree directly. No interference.
It was different.
Yeah, I don't know what they got.
Well, give me the medical cab. I know that's clear. Give me that.
What you say to Wanda though? How was I a great friend? Because you try to be funny.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not laughing. I always say that about Neil. She didn't absolutely hated smoking. Like, I don't want to do it. Y'all dumb. We laughing, whatever. But she lived in a house with 3 people that smoke.
With people that smoke.
Okay? She was sitting
and she talk cash trash about y'all.
No, she don't talk trash, but we smoking. She laughing like, okay, whatever. So that was in house. She ain't had nowhere to go. But now would literally go with us when you know we going to smoke at somebody else's house, and she just be sitting there looking like,
"Oh, y'all dumb."
You gonna let us stay there for a good minute, but then she be.
I guess I'm gonna just have a contact, like,
yeah,
okay.
And is that what she said? Oh, that was y'all cue.
She would drive, and you got people in your car high. But she was the truth, because I would have said I'm not gonna keep doing that, but she didn't. Thank you, Nail. That was nice.
Girl, because we had 2 cars. It was 4 of us. We had 2 cars, honey. We was tossing them keys around like it was an Uber, baby.
Baby.
You drive. No, you
whose
drive.
Whose car did y'all have?
I would let anybody drive my car. I ain't care.
Granddaddy car.
Nova? Was that the Nova?
Granddaddy car.
I had a Cutlass.
That's what it was. It was that Cutlass.
Look at
I said a Nova.
Girl, she lived in the house with 3 other women who smoked, and she did not. 3.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then she looking like shaking her head at y'all like.
Just be looking in the living room like, oh, that's so dumb. I don't know what
your house smelling like weed, yeah.
Open them windows, like whatever.
You know, Tawana be like, whatever, girl.
Don't you gotta remember on one of these things, she was like, I was talking about I don't make my bed. You didn't make the bed. We lived together. You was smoking. That's probably why you don't remember.
Now, one thing for sure, 2 things, we never had a junkie room. So where you did not make your bed up. That's not possible. So I don't know why you said that.
I don't make my bed. I'm telling you now.
Well, you made it at 3A. I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh, at what? At 3A?
That was our address.
That's your number.
You might have made it at 3A.
My address was 3A, girl.
So she said because you smoked so much, you didn't realize that you were the one that was.
You made the bed.
While she's sitting under the hair dryer listening to Mary J.
Right. You made it.
Kalita, start laughing. I'm about to stop this. My number 1 pet peeve from Nail. Always had a head full of hair. So it's like, if you don't get to the hair dryer first, you can't get up. Because she finna be under there for like 3-4 hours. And she gonna have Mary J on repeat. I just came from cheerleading practice. Girl, I am tired. I don't want to hear no hair dryer. I don't want to hear Mary J blast for the next 4 hours. And she just...
I can't hear the radio no way. It's just playing.
I'm like, oh my God. And that's why I'm going
to live. Was it her first one?
The first one.
Oh yeah, that was a class. Oh my God.
And you said so that's why you was a banger. Joanna, you smoke.
I go in the living room. I say she back there with that hair dryer. Y'all want to smoke? Because I can't.
It was y'all uninterrupted smoke.
They ain't gotta hear your judgment.
My other roommate cooking and don't clean up. Make it mess. You remember that day?
They the reason I don't like the vanilla spray to this day.
Why?
Air freshener. Because that air freshener, vanilla air freshener and boo boo don't go together.
and Victoria's Secret body wash.
Okay, don't go together. You can't spray that in the bathroom.
We got so off topic. We saw chit chat.
I'm sorry. Stay focused. Okay.
Stay focused.
And we're back.
We talk about anything.
And we're back.
Talk about anything.
That's what it says at the top. We talk about anything. That's true.
Okay.
Boo-boo and vanilla spray.
Not boo-boo. It was though, girl. And vanilla and marijuana.
But remember that spray back in the day? I think all the college students had it. It was that Indian something.
Indian? No.
It was with in the purple. It was a purple spray.
From what you told us the last time, you might have smelled that while you was on the balcony, but we didn't smell it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Not on the balcony.
We was in bed. We was in bed. That's what we was.
I don't remember no purple spray. It's an air freshener.
It was an air freshener spray. It was Indian. Hold on,
Look.
Indian air.
Indian bend over. Is that what it was called?
That Indian bend over. Oh my God.
See, I knew I was what I was talking about.
Wait, we can't really see it. Hold it back some.
We can't see that, Chad.
I can't see it.
I don't remember that.
All right, look on your phones for.
Tell Chick Chatter fans to go find it and tell them send
Indian
us an email
fruit.
if they find
Indian fruit air freshener. Indian fruit. Look that up, please.
Indian fruit air fretiner.
Never heard of it.
Discontinue.
Yeah.
Listen, would y'all try have y'all seen the Rice Krispie treat ice cream sandwiches?
We always talk about food.
Yeah, look it up. Y'all ain't ever seen that?
I'm looking it up.
I have seen that. Yes, I
okay,
have.
I've seen that. Okay, you ain't crazy.
I've seen it.
I've seen that before. 10 points for Dion. But no.
But you might be right. That probably was during that time. But he was not the only one that had that. Okay.
What's your Chick Chatter thoughts today?
My chick thought.
What's your chick thought?
Let me put my reading glasses on.
Chick Chatter thought.
Chick thought.
Look at Khalid. Khalid, you sleeping?
Kind of.
Health does not all.
You like this?
Now I'm trying to fix it. Go ahead, Dion.
Now you over correct.
Go ahead, Dion.
Chick thought is health does not always come from medicine. Most of the time, it comes from peace of mind, peace in heart, peace in the soul. It comes from laughter and love, and that came from the Facebook group Power of Positivity.
I like that.
I like that.
That was good.
It was good.
Thank you all for listening to Chick Chatter. I know, as usual, we talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but you all know we talk about anything.
Everything.
So,
listen, we done had a whole therapy session.
We did.
So check us out on YouTube and Instagram. Subscribe, please. And tell us what you think. Comment, definitely. Let us know. Thank you.
Chick Chatter.
Bye.